Hey everybody, it's Chance here. Today we are at 4616 Lafite, and it is a awesome house. It is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 3,506 square foot home. And this one has a bunch of really cool features. I'm gonna try to move quick because there is a lot to cover. Just starting here in the front yard, and it definitely carries out into the back as well. You can see these flower beds. They have these really cool stone that kind of fill them. You've got a 2-car garage and a nice long driveway. And then just kind of leading up, you get a really cool front door that is super heavy. And this opens up immediately into a long straight that goes down into the living room with a large bedroom tucked back. The stairs here that leads upstairs, an additional hallway with some bedrooms here, and then this room. So we're gonna start here. This one is the traditional, I would say, office or gaming room that opens up immediately from the front door. And it is gonna have 2 large windows, a ceiling fan, and then these double doors that lead in. Taking a step outside here, we have immediately to the left, we have a bathroom. This is the half bathroom. It's got a really cool mirror. And then to the right of the half bathroom, you have a full-size bedroom here. And most of the bedrooms are gonna have bathrooms. Almost all of them will. And then most of them will have these walk-ins with a seat in the back, if they have a walk-in. And then if not, they will be just a traditional shower. So here's a look at your vanity. And then behind me here is the bedroom. And the bedroom just has a traditional ceiling fan and a closet. Taking a step right outside. So you have the dining room area here, which, as you can see, there's a light fixture that hangs low enough to sit above a table. And this is just before you get into the living room and the kitchen. And so it's a nice little spot that is in between the front door and the actual kitchen. Place right there for you. And then here is a look at this super awesome living room and open kitchen. So the living room has this really nice fireplace. And the ceiling is just absolutely massive in here. As you can see, it opens up and you can see the second floor from this railing here. Just a beautiful house, really awesome. The backyard as well. As you can see from these 2 large double windows that look immediately out into the backyard. You have a pond and just a really cool view that you can see right here from the living room. Taking a step over to the left here, you have the traditional dining room location, which as well has a light fixture that would hang directly above where a table would sit. And you have these nice windows that go all the way around. They give you also a really nice view into that backyard. And then here's the kitchen. The kitchen is super open. It has this really big island here where the actual sink is and the dishwasher is placed. And then as you can see, all of the appliances are stainless steel. And over across where the actual cooktop is, you can see you have this conveniently here so that you can fill up pots, anything that would call for water on the stove. And here's a look back at where your dishwasher and the actual sink is. And you can see this gives a really good view into the living room, as well as back here, back behind the kitchen is the actual laundry room. And the laundry room itself has a sink here, which is super neat, very helpful. And then to my right is the door for the garage. Nice. And then the last room here on the bottom floor is going to be the larger of the 4 bedrooms. And this one actually comes with quite a few windows. You can see that there is a large set that looks immediately into that backyard. Again, at that water. And then from here, you can see the large walk-in bathroom. Both of the other windows. Taking a step in here, you have 2 large vanities separated by a tub. Here's a better look at those. And here's the actual walk-in shower, which it is akin to the other one with the bench in the back. It's just larger. And then to the right here is the actual closet, which hooks all the way around to the right here and is quite large. And then the last little room here in the actual restroom place is there is a small closet for storage here, and then the actual toilet itself. Taking a step upstairs, coming back through the living room. Here is the staircase, which it has this really neat blue. And then once you get up here, there's actually 2 more bedrooms up here. At the very top of the stairs here, you open up into this room, which would be perfect for a second living room. Maybe an office space, a gaming room. And it has 3 larger windows and a smaller one, a ceiling fan, and then immediately behind me, you have a movie room. Is the first thing that I could associate this to. It has these lights that are all over the walls, as opposed to the traditional ceiling. It is carpeted, and it has 2 large windows that actually look out to the front of the house. And again, this one here is behind this open space once you reach the top of the staircase. And then coming back down, you can see out into the living room like we showed before. So the first room on the right upstairs is a traditional bedroom with a closet, a window, and a ceiling fan. The only difference would be that the actual closet itself is a little larger than the bottom floor bedrooms. And this one does as well have a bathroom. So here is a look at your vanity. Here's your shower. It's got a rack here in the left. And then conveniently for the other bedroom upstairs, here is an additional full-size bathroom. There's a look at your vanity. Here is your shower. I believe it has a bidet on the toilet. And then here is the last bedroom of the house. So this bedroom here has 2 windows and a closet. The closet's just a little larger, and then I would assume this would be the attic access. Here's a look at your closet. And the bedroom. And then the backyard has a bunch of really cool features. So if you enjoy any kind of time just sitting outside, grilling, just kind of enjoying the patio, this one's got a couple features that definitely make that a little more enjoyable. I know that I've been showing you from a couple of the rooms the view to the pond from the backyard. This house kind of has a total unsolicited look here at the entirety of the pond. It's like the birds kind of like the geese. They kind of like to hang out back here. On your side, where all this dirt is, I definitely got a picture when I first got here of them. They were just completely full, all of them out here in the front. And so the best thing about it is that you have this porched off area here in the backyard, and it is kind of all encompassing everything you would need for you to spend time out here. And so you always have these ceiling fans that'll keep air blowing in here. It feels wonderful just being out here on the patio. You have a very cool outdoor grill that looks like it has both the grill and the cooktop. And then behind me, you have a fireplace. And it seems like you might get activity from the wildlife other than just the birds, because here they have stacks of deer corn for you to kind of maybe place out, get a view. And this is all going to be covered by this little awning here. So this little awning will retract out in the pictures you can see as well, and it will protrude to give you shade further than what the house allows, and also a little bit of privacy from the creek. So if you were to put this down, a good probably 75% of what shows here would be covered, and it allows you to kind of spend some time on this patio without being seen, kind of just in the shade. And so here's the full look from the other side. And I'm kind of butted up here against the gate, so the house itself is a little hard to show. But from one side to the other, here's your view. And same as the flowers in the front yard, you've got these flower beds around the trees with them large stones. All right, well, I appreciate you guys watching the video this long. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. My name is Chance with First Choice Property Management. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you so much.